Hey guys, welcome to Peripheral Vision, and today we are taking a look at the Wii Classic Controller. Now, the function of the Wii Classic Controller is to allow you to play old-school games on your Wii by connecting this to the Wiimote and downloading games from the Virtual Console like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, even other companies' games like the TurboGrafx and the Sega Genesis games were available on this Virtual Console for fairly inexpensive prices, and in order for you to play them, you would need this classic controller. As you can see, this is very nostalgically built. It's very reminiscent of a Super NES controller, and it's even got a similar button layout, L and R triggers, than the four main action buttons. But there's a few notable additions. Obviously, it has these two analog triggers here, and these are for your N64 games. And then up here we've got extra shoulder buttons just in case you need those. And something that confused me for a long time was, what is this middle dealie? I never really understood what that was. And if you turn it around and you click it, these little slots open up so you could theoretically clip things onto the controller. Now, Nintendo never officially told us why they did this specific thing, but they certainly did. I think that it was probably for future accessories that never came to be. However, I do know that several third parties made little clips and stuff that you could insert into the classic controller. It also looks kind of like a little face with Nintendo being the nose. That's kind of cute. So how does it stack up as a controller? How does this work with your various Virtual Console library? I'm gonna say pretty well. It's solid. It's a great Nintendo-built controller. It's got that classic D-pad. The analog sticks are fine, and all the buttons are pretty cool. I like how the A and B button have a clear shell, and the actual A and B are at the base, and then the Y and X have a painted-on Y and X instead. So that's a cool little touch. Then we've got the home button in the center in case you need to access it, and then just all the other random buttons. And it is pretty, like I said, reminiscent of the classic controllers, so it does have the same problems as they do. Sometimes it's a little bit of a loose grip. It'll slip out of your hands a little bit easier. Not to the point where it's just like slipping all over the place like it's covered in wax or something, but it occasionally happens. Sometimes it'll slip out of your hands a little easier because they do have these rounded edges, but other than that, it's just a generally well-designed controller. Now, concerning compatibility with this controller, I'd say it's kind of a crapshoot. Actually, you can look on the back of your Wii games, and it will tell you if it is compatible with the classic controller. And it's the same for the Wii U games, actually. The Wii U titles will say if it's compatible. There's less Wii U games that are compatible. Most of them are just compatible with the Wii U Pro controller, which is the follow-up to this for the Wii U. But there are a few games that you can use the good old classic controller on, so I'd say it's a pretty versatile little piece of tech. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Now, there is an upgraded version of this that I will be doing a separate review on. I will briefly show you what that is, and that is the Classic Controller Pro, I think, the Wii Classic Controller Pro, and this one's better. But I will get to that when we get to that review. And as always, later days.